So the question we're answering today is, what were some of my reasoning behind getting a 4 Series Gran Coupe? And why did I pick a 435 instead of an M4? And so on and so on. Well, it starts off, I've always had a huge love of BMWs, M cars especially. And so, I mean, I've always followed the models pretty closely. I've always watched the used market, trying to see what's a good deal. And so I've always had my eyes on BMWs. And also, other than my day job, I just am always searching and scouring for good deals online. And so, in fact, a couple of years ago, I was actually thinking about getting an M5. I made a video or two about it. I'll link that in the description below. But I just didn't. I didn't pull the trigger then. I was looking at a 2014 or 15 F10 M5. But I decided not to go with an M car at that time. I kind of needed a bigger vehicle. My family has got lots of small kids. You know, we've got 6 kids, my wife and I. So at the time, we just needed a second car that was a big vehicle. But I have always been searching and looking and trying to find good deals. So then that comes to this car, which I got back in October 2019, so just about a couple months ago. And it was the cheapest 435i Gran Coupe in Estral Blue in the country. That's not a hoopty. I mean, I did have to do one or two little things here because it does have 77,000 miles, but that will be a separate video. And I got a really good deal on this. I mean, if you're looking for a car, you know, you're in the mood to buy a car, and you're looking online at new cars, I mean, I got this car for basically the same price as like a almost, you know, fully well-equipped Toyota Corolla. So would you rather want to get a BMW or would you want to get a Toyota Corolla? So that's really the decision that you have to make for yourself. But this is the decision that I made. I decided to go ahead and get this 435i. Now there's a couple reasons why, other than the price, why I was looking at the 435i Gran Coupe. I really do like the M3 coupes of the past and the M4, but I didn't want to spend M4 money at the current moment, and so the 435 is kind of the next best vehicle, I guess you could say. It's, you know, almost has the same motor. Obviously the M4 has, you know, 425 horsepower. This has 300 horsepower, but still, this 300 horsepower is nothing to sneeze at. I've also done a review on a 2016 Camaro SS. That's actually my dad's car, and that has 445 or 455 horsepower. I can't remember. It's one of the two, and it's faster than this, certainly, but this is not that much slower, and it's on paper got 145 horsepower less, and it just blows my mind how good this car is. And like I said, I got it for $23,000. I bought it at a dealership in California called Hawthorne. I think it's Hawthorne Used Motor Cars. I'll link that down in the description below as well. They were great dealership to work with. And I mean, you can't beat how nice this car is, how fast this car is, and how well it handles for the money. I mean, this is a 2016. It's got almost all the bells and whistles that you could ever want. It's missing a few things. You know, there's no leather wrapped dash. There's no air conditioned seats. It doesn't have adaptive cruise control. This one doesn't have either the lane. It doesn't really lane keep in BMWs. It's more of the driver's assistance to beep at you for you know, staying within your lanes. This does have, and this will be another video again separately, all going through all the options of this car and the sticker price. But this car has the surround view cameras. It's got the parking sensors front and rear. It's a nicely equipped car, and I got it for, again, the same price about as a brand new Toyota Corolla. So which would you rather have? Okay, so why did I get a 4 Series Gran Coupe? Even though I like the coupe style of the M3s and M4s of yesteryear, I guess, let me go back. Even though I like the coupe style of the, you know, M3s of yesteryear and the current M4s, this 4 Series Gran Coupe is a really cool model. It's got 4 doors. It's got the same basic styling as the 4 Series Coupe. It's got the same, you know, width. It's got the same length, the same wheelbase, the same transmission, the same rear-wheel drive. It's a little bit taller, but it's not by much. And it's got, for the most part, the same coupe lines and coupe shape of the 4 Series. It's not as pretty as a 4 Series coupe, okay? I will grant you that. But when you're looking for really good deals, I got this for a screaming deal, and I actually do like the 4 doors on this model. I love the 4-door frameless windows. So like if you get a 3 Series, the 3 Series has the frame that goes on the windows, whereas if you look at this window, there's no frame here to kind of destroy some of the good looks of this car. So this is a great package. You get a great price, great performance, and another great thing is another reason why I bought this particular model is that I wanted to be able to have something that would be a fun project car, something that I could upgrade. And so this eventually, when I'm all done with it, will be faster than an M4. And it's not going to be, you know, a complete M4 conversion, but it is going to be kind of like a project M4, so that I can, you know, document and go through the journey of changing a lot of the stuff. And in my opinion, I think it's going to come out somewhat a little bit better than an M4, not just in speed wise, but overall packaging. And again, I'll have another video of all the different kinds of modifications that I plan on doing to it, but that's the general gist. Is I want this to be the first basically M4 Gran Coupe build, because there's never been from the factory an M4 Gran Coupe. They didn't make it. It only came in coupe and convertible form. And so I think it's, again, a cool kind of project to take on, to try to make it, you know, as close to M4 on looks, a little bit quicker, faster than an M4, and a couple other really neat, cool projects that we're going to do on this. So I'm excited for it. I'm excited to bring you guys along on the journey, and I appreciate you watching, and hopefully you'll enjoy the rest of the series too. All right, now, take care. Thanks. Bye. put it into manual mode and I have it in Sport Plus, it will not downshift for me, okay? So I'll floor it, past the kick plate, it's not downshifting. Now this trick I learned from Nick Murray on his YouTube channel. If I floor it while it's in manual mode, in like say gear 8, which it's in gear 8 right now, if I floor it, nothing happens other than, you know, very slow acceleration. But if I hit the downshift paddle, it'll go down to the lowest gear that it can. So right now I'm going 50 miles an hour. It's at about 1400 RPMs. So I'll floor it, kick down, kicks me to third gear, and boom, off we are. So it's a really cool feature of the ZF 8-speed, and also on the dual clutch of the M4, is that when you're in manual mode, if you're cruising on the freeway, you need to pass somebody, you can just floor it, kick down to the lowest gear by hitting the downshift paddle, and boom, off you go. It's a really cool little Easter egg feature there. While I'm a car enthusiast 100% of the time, my day job is being a general dentist and owning my own practice called Dr. Wisdom Teeth. If you're in the greater Phoenix area, or don't mind a bit of a drive to have excellent service and save money on your wisdom teeth or any other extractions, give my office a call. Our reviews speak for themselves.